Okay, true crime friends, there is a lot going on in the true crime world today. Remember that very, very evil Letitia Staub, whose name I refuse to commit to memory because she was just too evil and she killed her stepson? Well, she was found guilty today. I think they're still in the victim impact statements, so we haven't heard her sentence yet. But as soon as we hear it, I will be here to trumpet it from the rooftops. I hope they give her life plus a million years. Even that is too good for her, but that is what the judicial system will likely do out there in Colorado or wherever she is. Anyway, Lori and Chad Daybell, honey, today they continue to read text messages, and all I could say is, ew. These people are gross. I mean, okay, look. I have just decided that, Lori, she was just LARPing. Do you know about LARPing? Live action role play. That's when people really, really get into a deep role play. And they sometimes they go to the Renaissance fair. Sometimes they run around the woods with a superhero or a costume or a sword or something like that. Listening to these texts, Lori was just LARPing. Her LARPing just went too far and it went to murder. All due respect to those who LARP, get out there, wear your cape, have fun, catch all your Pokemon, whatever you're going to do. That is fine with me. You know what you can't do? Murder people because you was out here LARPing. Now listen, I know some very religious people. Some of them are in my family. Some of them are in my friend group, although most of them are former friends. But anyway, because my heathenness didn't go with a ultra religiosity. Sometimes they don't go together, and that is just fine. I love and accept everybody as long as they don't get on my doggone nerves. So anyway, I used to be friends with this girl, and she's like, oh, wait a minute. My son has a test today, so I have to rub his head 3 times in a circle and put on his armor and do the hokey pokey and turn myself around so he gonna get an A on his test today. And I was like, okay, you want to go to brunch? Because I don't know what to say to none of that. But her, she believed it. As far as she was concerned, all of her little dancing and she was not Wicca. I know some Wicca people. Wicca people, they just want to eat their vegetarian meals and dance around a tree, and good for them, and celebrate the solstice or the vernal equinox or whatever it is. These are the most harmless people ever. I think those are different than the Satanists. I don't know what the Satanists do because I don't know none of them, but I know a couple of the Wiccas. Oh, they'll give you a crystal. They'll pray on it or whatever. I don't even know what that means, but then they'll give it to you and you keep it in the ashtray in your car and you smile pretty and you just go on with the rest of your day because that's how that goes. But my friend who did the hokey pokey so her son could get an A on the test, when he got a B, she was like, I should have turned myself around a second time. And I was like, okay, girl, you want to go to the mall? Because I don't know what to do with none of that. Anyway, when I was listening to them read Lori's text, I was like, oh, a lot of this sounded like that hokey pokey nonsense / spirituality. The only difference was her doing little magical spells or whatever was evil and related to murder. Now, my friend has some very weird habits, but she ain't murdered nobody. That I know of. I have not checked her backyard. I don't know. I didn't really look that close. I'm like, okay, girl, can we just go to brunch? Don't tell me nothing else about your child and the flag and the whatever else that she was doing to help him keep him safe. But what Chad and Lori was doing, y'all, at some point, your LARPing has just gone too far. When they were talking about Melanie Boudreau, 2 of her children were now dark. Listen. We saw all the videotapes where Melanie was over knocking on her husband's door talking about, I have a court order. I want to get the kids. Melanie, we know that you are weak-minded. What did you want them kids for? Oh, you wasn't coming for a visit. You just gave up those kids, turned them over to their father, and walked away. Now, she goes on a parental visit. They on a car trip. And I guess the kids must have got on her nerves because then Mr. Potato Head decided the 2 of the kids were evil. He's evil for evil. He didn't even meet them kids. He didn't even know them kids. He was like, okay, are the kids getting on your nerves? This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to give them something to cry about. Sir, this is not 1974. That is no longer how we talk about children. Because my mom and them, if you cried, they would give you something to cry about. But the HLIC, the head LARPer in charge over there, Chad Daybell, he was like, oh, those kids are getting on your nerves. I'm turning down his pain resistance, and I'm turning up his pain to maximum. The child was like 7 or 8. How are you psychically sending a child pain? And then once again, he said he felt like he was Harry Potter. Sir, you cannot bring Harry Potter into your madness. Don't. You are not Harry Potter. He's like, sometimes I get free and I go to the train station at station 9 3/4, and then I'm free and I have a good time, and then I have to go live back under the stairs with the muggles. Can you send me an owl or something like that? That's not a quote, but that's the general idea of what he said. You know what? They was playing with the Bible and I was annoyed. They played with the Book of Mormon and I thought that was in poor taste. Now they are playing with Harry Potter. Oh no, that is straight blasphemy. J.K. Rowling, yes, she's been canceled, but her works, oh, we still think of her works as reverent and holy and to be protected. Yes, I took one of her books and I turned it into a table lamp. Don't judge me. It's an art piece. But anyway, he's just out here talking about muggles. And what house is he? He has to be a Slytherin. I think Chad Daybell is a Slytherin, but he's too evil for Harry Potter. We should call him He Who Must Not Be Mentioned, because that man, evil. What he needed to do was put on an invisibility cloak and gone away someplace. But they was talking about their portals, and apparently one of Chad's portals was in his shower. That means he was in the shower, roughing up his suspect, thinking about Lori. Ew! No, Chad. We don't want to hear about You know, all the conditioner in the shower was gone, but his hair was still hot. Chad. You just wrong. You evil for that. And he was like, I'll meet you in the shower. Thank you for meeting me in the shower, sir. I'm going to need you to quit talking about it. And then in one of these text messages, he was like, if you grab me by the storm. I was like, what is this? Wait, he's calling his kibbles and bits. He's calling that his storm, sir. I have not seen it, praise God. And I get the distinct feeling it was not a storm. It was not a storm. It might have been a mild shower, maybe a drizzle, but it certainly was not a storm. If you grab me by the storm, we could go anywhere together. Ew, ew, ew. These people are nasty. Honestly, they should be convicted on the strength of those text messages alone. Now, wait, please know, I have not even heard any of the court tapes from today. I just read it on Twitter, and I was outraged by what I read on Twitter. So I do not know that I am fully prepared to listen to the tapes tonight. It might require therapy. I might need to have some demons. My friend might have to come over here and put her armor on me and do the hokey pokey and turn herself around to protect me from the evil that is this nasty man and this delusional crazy woman and their mess. Because this is a lot of mess. It should be illegal, but this is, well, I guess it is illegal because murder was illegal the last time I checked. Anyway, I have a lot of things to do tonight. My car is filthy. I got to clean out my car. My dogs need to be groomed. There are a lot of things that need to happen around here. But I did not drop in this morning because I was trying to relax and release and relate and do some yoga to bring my pressure down to help me sleep better at night. You know I cut coffee, right? I cut coffee last week and then I was off coffee for a day and that did not work out good for me. And then I had half caff for a day and that was better. And then today, this morning, I was like, I'm going to sit peacefully and have a cup of coffee. And I had a cup of coffee and it was decaf, so I fell back asleep. And then I got a cup of McDonald's coffee on the way to work. Ooh, with a steak McMuffin. Do they have the steak McMuffin where you live? It is delicious. I ate it without the bread. They put too much cheese on it. But other than that, it was yummy. Anyway, you did not need to know my breakfast order, but now you know I enjoy a steak McMuffin, no cheese, and I only eat one of the breads because, you know, all my cute don't happen accidentally. I have to work at it. You see me working out at the gym and stuff. I'm trying to lower my blood pressure. I'm trying to lower my cholesterol. I'm also trying to get taller. The lower blood pressure, that's working out good. The lower cortisol and all of that, cholesterol, everything, working out good. That getting taller situation, I'm just going to do like Lori. I'm just going to announce that I am now taller. You know what? I'm 5'6". And if you see me in these streets and you look at me and you're like, that heifer is only 5'2", well, that is just Satan. That is just Satan, because now I have received it and believed it and declared that I am 5'6". Because in my family, among women, 5'6" is super, super tall. I come from short stock, but we're feisty, small, but feisty. Okay, like I said, I got to groom these dogs. I got to put gas in the car. I got things to do. Y'all have a good night, and I will see you in the morning, assuming I survive listening to these disgusting text messages from, oh, Mr. Potato Head. You have a good night. Bye.